Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Dave, and I'm here with Quinn. And for today's article, it's coming from taskandpurpose.com, and it's titled, "The Army May Have Found Its Next Rifle in a Colorado Garage." So here's a picture of this, new high-tech rifle.
Right. Like the end of it looks like it's going to shoot some kind of plasma or laser.
Or like ninja
But then
stars.
it's
It looks like it shoots ninja stars.
Like little tiny ones that are like in those tubes.
Yeah.
Like,
That would be... I could make that. I could. Some sort of propulsion magnetism
it's
launcher.
got a scope, so it's got range.
Yup. All right, so the Army adopted its barrel rifle in 1963 and has spent...
Battle.
Don't correct me, bro.
Shut up.
The Army adopted its battle rifle in 1963 and has spent 55 years looking for a replacement for the M16 and its variants. Yeah, so I know M16 is extremely old, and I was amazed to find out how old it was.
Old and not reliable.
Yeah, jams. They have to teach you how to unjam it. Why do we even have something that jams? Can I pick my own weapon?
The enemy's weapon.
Yeah, it doesn't jam. They might have found it in Martin Greer's Colorado Springs garage. Greer, a self-described inventor who has worked at a local bed and breakfast, built the new ribbon gun with a hobbyist's tools. It looks like a space-age toy drawn by a fifth grader. So it looks horrible? No.
No, that means fifth graders draw really awesome then.
Yeah, what? But goofy origins and cartoon looks aside, this could be the gun of the future. The Army is studying Greer's gun and has ordered a military-grade prototype. The specifications are incredible. 4 6mm barrels cut side by side within one steel block. New ammunition blocks fired by electromagnetic actuators that could theoretically give the weapon a firing rate of 250 rounds per second. So it's like an electric trigger.
Yeah.
So it's not it's not crude like the mechanical ones.
Right.
Yeah. You ever see a t-shirt gun?
I love those.
If you got shot with a hot dog, I don't know how happy you'd be.
I mean, I probably wouldn't be happy because I don't like hot dogs, but if you really liked hot dogs, maybe you'd like getting shot with like hundreds of them.
Oh,
yes.
Just taking it all. All right. And then there's the feature no soldier would turn down. It's called Power Shot, Greer said. That's the shotgun feature of this sniper shot machine assault gun that can send 4 bullets simultaneously whizzing toward an enemy at more than 2,500 miles per hour. So power shot is, because it's the rectangle shape of the barrel. It's actually 4 rounds.
Okay.
And you can shoot all of them at once.
Sniper shotgun?
I mean, oh yeah. Why don't we have those? I mean, we do. I know that the M203 locks on the bottom of the M16, and you can shoot grenades from it. So I'm sure there's other mods you could put on an M16.
Right.
It isn't science fiction. He's built the gun and patented the technology behind it. Now his garage-based company, FD Munitions, is hoping the Army will buy it. A multi-bore firearm with several bores within a single barrel could potentially exhibit many of the advantages of a multi-barrel design, while reducing the size, weight, and complexity disadvantages, Greer wrote in his 2016 patent application. He got the idea in the 1990s after a day of shooting a .22 caliber rifle with his kids. Modern weapons aren't that far removed from the ones used by George Washington's army, Greer said. They use a mechanical firing mechanism that's prone to failure. And from muskets to AK-47, they fire 1 bullet at a time. He's like, we don't fire enough bullets. How can we kill more people? More bullets. What if a rifle could fire more than 1 bullet at a time and be tied to the tools of the electronic age, he wondered. Oh, so that's a picture of it. I mean, it's cool. Yeah, it's definitely a weapon.
Right. I don't follow like what new weapons are coming out or anything like that, but don't they have like ones where the gun will actually trace the target for you and kind of like tell you when to fire? Or is it all just still manual, use your brain?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I know they have cameras where they have guns that can look around corners.
I've seen guns that shoot around corners too. Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah, why would... I don't know. It's weird. Where Where am I? Yeah. In a block with 4 rounds, each round is aligned with a barrel. Greer prefers to call them bores because all of the barrels are in a single piece of metal. The second invention is behind the bullet. In other rifles, the trigger is connected to a mechanical trigger pin, which fires the gunpowder and sends the bullet flying. In his weapon, the trigger is an electronic switch that sends a signal to an electromagnetic actuator behind the block of bullets. The 4 bullets in the block of rounds each has its actuator. That means you fire the rounds individually or simultaneously. Yeah, so it's just like 4 pins.
Okay.
Selecting the power shot option fires all 4 bullets at once. So yeah. Getting this to work requires a new kind of machining to get the 4 rifle bores lined up. In a traditional weapon, this is accomplished with technology that would be familiar to 19th century blacksmiths, a drill. But he doesn't use a drill, let me guess. With Greer's gun, the barrels are cut by electricity that runs between a pair of electrodes through a thin wire. The high-tech method offers an incredible degree of precision thanks to computer control. So yeah, he's just boring it out with a computer. Can't a laser do that? I don't know. I don't know. The first rifle, which weighs around 6.5 pounds, slightly less than the M16, hasn't been cheap. Greer has poured more than $500,000 of his savings and invested by others into the working prototype. But by having a functioning weapon, he has drawn a lot of attention. So, a lot of people invested in him.
It looked like a really cool idea.
It's an expensive project.
Right.
And it's complete.
I hope he gets it because he's
at the very least he could
a
sell.
hard worker.
He could sell the gun to someone. I guarantee. Maybe the Army doesn't want it. Smith & Wesson might.
Go to the city. I'm sure someone will buy it out of your trunk.
What? Is that legal?
No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
Well, it doesn't use gunpowder, and a lot of states actually.
It's like selling it wouldn't be as bad because they'd still have to figure out how to make ammo for it. Like if you saw it, you'd be like, yeah, I'll give you $5,000 for this, and then you get home and be like, damn, how do I even load it?
You have to buy the ammo from the dude.
I gotta call that dude again.
Yeah, he's my only source. Greer has been asked to create a prototype to Army specifications for testing. The Army will run the rifle through its paces to determine if his idea is worthy of the battlefield. Greer said he finds motivation for the weapon in every attack on U.S. troops overseas. While the U.S. owns the skies and has satellites and missiles that are beyond compare, American troops have few advantages in a stand-up rifle fight. Our guys have the same junk weapons as our adversaries, he said. Does he understand how making weapons works?
Does he understand that they could have way superior armor and weapons to any army if they probably spent the money on it?
Well, not just that. No, but what I'm getting is he's saying we have the same weapons as our enemies. Yeah, do you know why? It's because once they exist, anyone can get their hands on them. If his gun comes to production, who does he think's going to have them?
Right, it's a matter of time before all the people have
That's the problem. Weapons are always upgraded, so everyone's always on a pretty level playing field. Except for when it comes to firearms, when it comes to like nukes and stuff like that, yeah, America outdid everyone, not everyone can make giant weapons like that.
We all saw what happened in Iron Man.
What?
How they recreated his suit.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah, someone's going to be remaking this weapon.
Right, that's
also
why you could take every gun off the street, and it won't matter because some machinist will build it overnight with the schematics.
You could take a pipe and a shotgun shell, 2 pipes, and clink them together to fire shotgun shells.
Really? You've done that?
No, I've seen it.
Yeah, it sounds cool.
You put a nail in the back of the one pipe, put a shotgun shell right in front of it, and then another pipe that smashes it into it.
Nice.
Yeah. Getting the weapon in the hands of troops could take years. The Army's requirements are backed by grueling tests. Yeah, I guess, because you're sending people into the field with these. Hold on, let me scroll down a little. The last rifle that was seen as a possible replacement for the M16 family of guns was tested for 6 years before the program was canceled in 2008. Oh, I wonder what it is. The Army found that the XM8, despite its high-tech looks, offered few advantages over the weapons troops have carried since Vietnam. Huh. That's pretty interesting because if they had approved it in 2008, I would have been issued one.
Right.
XM8, I have no idea what that looks like. I'm kind of curious now.
It was probably for like super soldiers. There was probably 6 soldiers that could get it, and they wore like super advanced mech suits.
And they didn't like it. Or a lot of them were probably like, "Nah, dude, give me the M16 for this mission.
Give me a giant sledgehammer."
Plus, being trained on an M16, if my life is in danger, I don't want to have like a new, it's like going into a video game multiplayer with a brand new weird shaped controller. You know, you're not ready.
Right.
You got to train all over again. Greer is convinced that his weapon is so revolutionary that it will overcome Army foot dragging. This is the future, he said, and he's not apologizing for the rifle's humble origins in Colorado Springs garage. All the best stuff comes out of somebody's garage, he said.
I can't disagree with him on that.
Yeah,
I
no.
think that a lot of great things are built.
This is impressive. Dude put a lot of work into it, a lot of money.
Definitely.
I'm surprised people were investing in him, giving him money. Like, yeah, build your gun, man.
Yeah, I'm not surprised if he had even a drawing that looked close to the actual. Do you mind going back up so I can see it again? Because it just looks so cool. Like, I would definitely want to check that out.
Yeah, and it does use gunpowder.
It's weird because the barrel of it looks like it's the leg of like a piece of office furniture.
Yeah.
But the rest of it looks legit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I hope the guy really does make his money back, I guess. And do we need more like destructive weapons?
I wonder if
Not at all.